A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. Of course her parents don't have a problem with me being black. She's past the wall. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
So you got drunk at a frat party, then fucked the football team? You're not a rape victim, sweetheart.
You're a slut. What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of The Sharp Reality. You can find me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. Go to DonovanSharp.com and contact me directly in the upper right-hand corner in the Contact tab. If you have questions, comments, personal stories, show ideas, be sure to go to that Contact tab and hit me with your thoughts. Sign up for my weekly newsletter to stay up to date on all things TSR. And of course, bookmark that Amazon link in the sidebar of my homepage if you want to support the show at no cost to you. A common axiom in the manosphere, and really, I mean, this is, I guess, in the feminist world, men who are blue pill, we all share the same, or we all share much of the same thought when we say that women are only good for one thing, and that, of course, is sex. And when we say that women are only good for one thing, that's not necessarily what we mean. Because obviously women are good for a lot of different things. They have the potential to elevate a man's contentment. They have the potential to make a man's life more enjoyable. They certainly have agency now that education has gotten better. The internet has certainly given a lot of females the opportunity to better themselves knowledge-wise, etc., etc. But when we're looking for a mate, the first thing we look at, no matter what kind of agency, no matter what she's good at, is she fuckable? Is she attractive? Do I want to have sex with her? If the answer is no, then she's never going to get the opportunity to showcase her other skill sets. Physical attraction is the most important thing to men. Period. I don't care if a woman is a Michelin star chef. I don't care if she's an excellent caretaker. I don't care if she'd make an excellent mother. If she is not sexually attractive, I'm not interested. And I think I speak for all men when I say this. Be that as it may, like I said, women are only... There are three definitive reasons as to why women are only good for one thing. In other words, why the use of a woman begins and ends with sex. So let's just go ahead and get to it here. Let's compare. Number one, let's go ahead and compare men to women with regards to loving or falling in love with the opposite sex. We as men, we can be unattractive. We can be bad at sex. We can be short. We can be balding. We can have a 2-inch dick. A woman can still fall in love with that man because of everything else, okay? Yes, physical attraction is absolutely important to women, especially on the alpha fuck side of hypergamy. Women are biologically hardwired and designed to seek out the best genes, which means they're looking for men who are tall, muscular, square-jawed, etc. They want their offspring to be as strong and as capable of carrying on their genes. They want their kids to have the same characteristics as the father so that they can continue on with the legacy, so that they can continue reproduction. Women don't think this in the front of their mind. This is all going on subconsciously. This is why women want to fuck hot guys. This is the reason, okay? But a man's physical attraction is not as important to women as it is men. So again, a man can be unattractive physically in every way. But if he has a domineering personality, if he's demanding, if he has backbone, if he has no trouble voicing his opinion, if he is willful, if he is goal-oriented, if he is forceful, if he's commanding, if he has that presence, a woman can absolutely fall in love with that man. If a woman isn't attractive, just like I said at the top of this episode, and we don't want to fuck her, we can't fall in love with her, period. Again, a woman can have a great personality. She can be docile. She can be feminine. She can be pleasant to be around. She can be all of these things. But if we are not physically attracted to women, we can't fall in love with her. A woman can fall in love with a man that she is not physically or sexually attracted to, Men, it is impossible for us to fall in love with women that we are not physically and sexually attracted to. And physically and sexually attractive women leads to sex. If we don't want to fuck her, if we don't want to stick our dick in her, that is sex, we're not interested. That's reason number one that women are good for only one thing. Reason number two, women can only destroy themselves in one way, and that is through the act of sex. You think about any woman who's lived a hard life, right? You see a woman at a grocery store, and she looks like she might be in her 40s. She might have a kid or two. She looks like she's looked like she has lived 44 hard lives. You can correctly assume and bet your life on the fact that she has been fucked by a shitload of guys. It does not matter. Any woman, and again, characterize it however you want. If a woman is a party girl, if she likes to go to the club or the bar, she's a slut. Because going to the club or the bar leads to sex. It leads to fucking. If a woman is a drug addict, okay, yeah, she has a drug problem and she loses her job, but guess what? Women who are drug addicts get fucked a lot. Okay? Women who are alcoholic, same thing. They have a lot of sex. If a woman says she's had a lot of adventures, she's had a lot of sex. If she says, "Oh, I've made so many mistakes and I've gotten my heart broken," or "I don't trust anybody," a lot of sex. If she says, "Oh, I have a crazy past," a lot of sex. Okay? Or if she says, "I've done some traveling," she's been fucked by a ton of dudes. Listen, even things that are good for her. I've been in fitness competitions. She's been fucked by guys in the fitness industry. I've been in weightlifting competition. Guess what? She's fucking the guys spotting her under the barbell. Okay? Any indulgence a woman has, guys, whether it's good or bad, healthy or unhealthy, always leads to sex. Because sex is the one way women can destroy themselves. Women are destroyed by sex because being a slut has consequences, guys. STDs, unplanned pregnancy, children, abortions, and listen, abortions are a mind fuck that women never really get over. They got to deal with guilt, depression, anxiety, the list goes on. Sex for women affects women who have a lot of sex. Sex for women quite literally affects every part of their lives, which again is why all they're good for and why it is the only way they can destroy themselves. Men, listen, men can suffer all the things I just mentioned, okay? But with the exception of maybe STDs or children, sex isn't the reason for any of them. Okay, a man will never tell you, "I'm so depressed because I get too much pussy," or "I feel guilty for fucking two women in one day," or "I'm anxious because I don't know which girl I'm gonna fuck tonight." Men, we can destroy ourselves in many, many different ways, and sex isn't even close to the top of that list. Women can only destroy themselves through sex because it is the one thing they have that is in high demand that can't be acquired anywhere else, at least not yet. Number three, and this is the last reason, and I've alluded to this before. No matter what a woman accomplishes, guys, no matter how much money she has, it doesn't matter, guys. If she's not sexually attractive, she's not happy. That's the one thing that all women are judged by both men and women on, okay? A woman cures cancer, she's ugly, okay? If she had nothing else, but she was hot, she could find true happiness because she could lock down a man of high value. Not because of her agency or her brains, okay? But because, how can I put that? It's not because of her agency or her brains, but it's because of her sexual attractiveness, okay? The accomplished woman cannot achieve sexual attractiveness if she doesn't work at it. All right? So a woman can be accomplished, she can have all the money in the world, she can be rich, she can be famous, doesn't matter. If men don't want to fuck her, she's not happier. You take the two women. You take the woman who cured cancer. She's got 7 homes in 7 different countries. She travels the world, this and that and the other. If she's unattractive and men don't want to fuck her, you take that woman, then you take the hot girl, okay, who's 20, 21, 22 years old, decided to get married young and cash out early. Who's happier? Okay? The rich, accomplished woman would trade places with that 10 in a heartbeat. She'd do it tomorrow if she could. Women get depressed only when they're not desired by men. All right? Again, men, we get depressed for a shitload of other reasons besides attractiveness. Sexual attractiveness is the one way that women can find true happiness because they can lock down a man of value. If a woman, listen, again, and I cannot be more clear about this, if a woman does not have sexual desirability, she has nothing. It doesn't matter what she accomplishes. Her personality doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If a woman isn't fuckable, she is good for nothing to anybody. She might be good for her friends. She might be good for her family. But in terms of locking down a man, if a woman is not sexually attractive, that woman is not going to be happy. Period. Point blank. Which again further solidifies the point that all women are good for is sexual intercourse. Now, sure, women are good for other things, obviously, okay? Yes, there are female scientists, like I told you about, female programmers, female engineers, etc., etc. Yes, they have the potential to, to make a man's life, more pleasant, with their femininity or deference, submissiveness in her presence. But guess what? None of that matters if we're not fucking her, guys. I said it before and I'll say it again. She could be a Michelin star chef, guys. She could be submissive to a fault, and she could be the true embodiment of femininity. But if she isn't sexually attractive, she won't get the opportunity to showcase any of those talents. And that, once again, is why women are only good for one thing, and that one thing is sex. If we can't fuck her, if we don't want to fuck her, we're not interested. And all of that agency goes to waste. She can use it on her cats or her other fat friends or her family who tells her that the next guy that locks her down is a lucky guy, and it's, quote, their loss. They're lying to her and she knows it. That does it for this episode of TSR. Like I said, guys, hit me anytime on Twitter or my website. And don't forget to bookmark that Amazon link in the sidebar of my homepage to support the show. Again, when you do this, it won't cost you anything. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you next time.